And how you doing? Welcome to another episode of the weekly download. Hey everyone, this is Mitchel Dumlao, and this is another episode of the weekly download. And today we're going to talk about casting because I feel that casting is really big for anyone that has a short film to even a branded content video or a commercial or a digital ad. And finding the right talent is very crucial to your ad or your video's performance. And honestly, when it comes to branded content, if you don't have the right look or the right performance, it may be detrimental to the brand that you're working for. And the same thing with films. Everyone knows bad casting can really hurt a film. So the places that I go to find casts that are really good talent, the first one is Backstage. Now, I've been using Backstage for years, and this is where I find a lot of my talent when it comes to short films, but honestly, when it comes to branded content as well. Now, when you are posting on these sites, you have to make sure that you indicate that it's a non-union or a union shoot. And if you don't know what that means, that there's a union of actors that actually banded together to create a set of rules to really protect actors. And that is a great way to protect actors, but also it makes the budgets for certain union shoots a little bigger because then you would have to pay the guild minimums for those actors and also have certain things on set and certain writers or perks for the actor in order for them to be on your shoot. Then you have non-union. Non-union is like doing a student film or just any other video you do on YouTube where there's no union actors, but it depends on the actor they want to work for. Some actors would want to have a union shoot so they're protected. Some want to do non-union so they can get more work. So it's all up to what you decide to do with your film or with your project. All right. So when you indicate that, and the same thing I indicate is, of course, the name of the role, the age, the description of the role, and these are very important so that you can really get someone excited about the role and the character that they're going to apply for. So the way that I like to do this is that make it like a marketing message. All right. This applies to both the platforms. Post like, hey, exciting new project for an undisclosed SaaS company that's big nationwide, right? And then someone was like, "Oh, wow, that sounds very interesting." They click on the side or they click on the posting, and then from there they can look through all the different information and see if it's right for them. All right. And so I like Backstage, and this one that I've been using a lot, and I feel like is the best, is actually Actors Access or Breakdown Express. Reason why is Backstage you have to pay for your post. Actors Access and Breakdown Express, you don't. It's actually free. But there's a long application process, and there's a long process when it comes to posting a role, because then you would have to go through a stringent evaluation process with the team to make sure that you're not posting something that's porn or something that has nothing to do with the description, and making sure that you're legit. Right, that's a lot of actors in Hollywood, especially in Hollywood and LA, get taken advantage of, and this is a way for them to protect actors. And so Breakdown Express for me has been the best. Actors Access is basically a part of Breakdown Express, and it actually sends out the casting call to agencies. So it's not just individual actors who are on Backstage, but actual agents and agencies and casting directors. And it's a very robust platform because I think it's really run by casting directors and agents and actors who really want to find really great work out there. And you can post for LA to Miami to New York. I'm posting in Austin and getting great talent. And I think it's the best place. Now, it's several things you got to do when you're on Breakdown Express or on Actors Access. You have to make sure that you have your knowledge of the database and the platform up to speed. It's a little bit of a old school website, I would say, not as current as Backstage, but it's very robust. And once you understand EcoCast, which is a way for people to send in their videos for as an audition, then you understand, okay, this is just digital casting. All right. And what's great about Breakdown Express is that you have different ways of choosing your actors through, lists, filtering people through union or non-union, breaking down roles in ways that are very, very helpful for you as a producer and also for the actor to understand the project. All right. And so another tip that I have for posting on these platforms is that you really want to make sure that you have the audition time and callbacks set right before you shoot or before your shoot, and really make sure that you treat these callbacks with seriousness. All right, you need to know how your actor is going to perform with the script or with the project. Let's say it's just B-roll and it's a shoot about wine or whatnot. It's still good for you to have the actor be on screen so you can talk to them. You don't know if they're going to be crazy on set and ask for all these crazy riders like red M&Ms only and champagne when they get there. You really want to make sure that you have a really great working relationship with your actor. And the best way to do that is to have a callback, have an audition, but also just have a genuine talk with that person so that you can see if you vibe. And this is going to be a good working relationship when you have the shoot. And of course, when they have the callback and you have this audition and they're rehearsing the lines and you have a script, you should also record that session, whether it's through Zoom or through Breakdown Express or through Google Meet, whatever it is, record it, look at it again outside of the audition, look at it with your creative partners or with your client, and then make the decision there if you want that person for that role, deciding on their performance from that EcoCast or from that digital submission. Okay. Another thing too, when you're posting, ask for people's videos on your post. Say, hey, if you take a look at this script, here are the sides. Send in your send in your video reading these sides. Sides is like a part of your script. Okay, that can be for folks who do have a script for their project, and from there people can submit, and then they submit their audition with their submissions. You don't have to go through an extra round. What's great about this is that it weeds out people who aren't serious and they're just clicking away and trying to get work. And at the same time, it makes it so easy because then now you can see somebody performing your script rather than trying to look through their reel to determine if they have a good performance or not. And it just takes away that whole second round of like trying to look for trying to get those callbacks and auditions after just looking at somebody's portfolio or their reel. It's great to just say, hey, here are the sides, here are the script. Send in when you apply for this role. Then you also have to send in a video of you performing these sides. So those are some tips that I have when it comes to casting. At the same time, the platforms that I use, again, it's Backstage. It's a little bit more up to date when it comes to the UI or the user interface and the experience, although you have to pay for it. I've found great talent on there, and it's been used by a lot of folks. But what I like is Breakdown Express or Actors Access. It's free to post. It's a little bit of a stringent evaluation process with the whole team because they want to make sure that you're legit, but you have access to so much great talent, and it's a really robust platform that looks a little old school, but it works. All right, you just got to understand how to use it, and they have you actually have to go through an onboarding call. So if you want to know stringent, you have to do an onboarding call. You have to do like a class on the platform, and until you take that class, they won't accept you on the platform. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. Again, I post every single week, and I'm here to really help you grow your video career or your video production company or whatever you do with video content. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and share this with anyone you think will find this helpful. And if you have any comments or want me to talk about anything else, please leave a comment below or email me at mitchel@videcontentschool.com. Thank you so much for watching.